Hello to all you magnificent twin flames tuning into today's message. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer, and what I have for you today is a twin flame update. Now, I wanted to get this update for you guys a little sooner in the week, but there's just been so much going on behind the scenes, and just so many interruptions. Every time I try and get this video going for you guys, there's just something that happens where I have to stop my recording. So I'm so excited to get this message to you guys because I know there's so much happening right now. We have a number of retrogrades that are active as we speak. We have Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde is still with us, Mercury retrograde. I know some of us are feeling that. I was just talking about, interruptions and trying to deliver this message to you all. That is Mercury retrograde at its greatest moments right there. So there is a lot of these energies influencing us all right now. We also have the solar eclipse happening on June 10th. That is going to be the Ring of Fire. And I also believe tomorrow is a portal, you guys. It's June 6th tomorrow. So that, I believe, is the 6/6 portal. So I might even jump in if I can, and check in with you guys and see what's going on with the energy, because these portals, I'm really noticing a trend. Every time we have a portal, it really does open things up for twin flames. I know that's what portals really do speak about, but I am seeing every time we go through one of these portals, like we just had the May 555 portal action happening, and there was so much acceleration for so many twin flames in regards to unions and communications, whether that be 3D communication or 5D communication. A lot of you are starting to have more of those dreams. So whether they be dreams in relation to your Akashic records, so remembering your past lives, or even connecting with your counterpart in the 5D, right, in your dream state. So there's just so much going on right now for twin flames, and these portals are really helping to accelerate these positive changes for us that are helping the twins to really come together, okay? And June is the twin flame month, the month of union for twin flames. So I'm really excited about tomorrow's portal and to see what it's going to bring about for the twin flame collective, as well as all the events taking place. So because we are currently in the Mercury retrograde, I do hope to get more regular updates for you guys in the energies, just so that we can see how retrograde is impacting the communication and the transmissions of messages and things like that, right? But let's go ahead and dive in and see what the cards hold for us today. Now for the energy, the mutual energy between the twins, I'm going to use my tarot, and I have on that today, I was feeling guided to use my Hope Stone. I believe this is a jasper stone. I just really love the detail on this stone. I hope you're not seeing too much of a glare. It's a polished stone, and it has the word hope engraved in it. But I just love the detail on this stone. Just such lovely detail, and I'm seeing kind of like waves on this stone here. I'm really feeling a lot of feminine energy today, a lot of cleansing energy. I'm even wearing my seashell earrings today. It's just kind of the vibe that I'm really feeling, and it's rainy here in Vancouver today too, so there's just a lot of that washing away, that cleansing energy. I love it. But let's just check in and see, oh my, what is the energy for the twins mutually, between them both, between you and your counterpart? What are you guys feeling? I have some cards coming out here. Right away I'm drawn to this Knight of Pentacles because this did come up in my general reading. So my guidance message for the collective for today, so I do those daily. So if you're needing extra guidance, you might want to check into those. But this card did come through for the collective update today, okay? And it was really talking about now the Knight of Pentacles, oh, it's coming up right for you guys right now though. The message that I had earlier, I'll get back to that for a second. So let me just try to remind myself what the message was. It was about someone who was, there's an amount of self-development, and it has a lot in regards to do with a spiritual path. Now, angel number 11 did come out in that reading as well, which is my twin flame card. So I did mention in that reading, there might have been something for twin flames there. So it may have even been about specifically twin flames. You know, they're working on, and I think I said this in the reading, if you are a twin flame and this card came out for you, I was saying that it was about, there's this sense of self-development, and you're kind of being hard on yourself in regards to your self-development. You're being a little bit of a perfectionist within yourself in regards to your self-development, but that development had a lot to do with your inner healing, right? Required for your twin flame journey. But that was earlier, and it was in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles. Right now, the Knight of Pentacles is upright, speaking about hard work, productivity, routine, and conservatism. So going back to what I was saying about how this was speaking earlier about the inner healing, how a twin flame was kind of being a bit hard on themselves in regards to their inner healing. This Knight of Pentacles right now is talking about hard work and productivity and routine. So I feel like you really are working hard towards this inner healing, twin flames. Now this is the mutual deck, so this is both divine masculines and divine feminines. There is that hard work and that productivity towards that inner healing. And the word conservatism, I'm really feeling that a lot of you are still in hermit mode, really keeping your energy to yourself while you kind of figure out what is going on for you. You're trying to understand the energies that you're feeling within yourself and that are surrounding you. I also have quite a few more cards that came out with that. The Magician is here, the Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Give me 1 second here, you guys. I don't know if you can hear my cat, so this is what I'm talking about, all these disturbances. I'm going to try and pretend like I can't hear her, you guys. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here right now is already a little bit of what I was saying. So this Knight of Pentacles is here, and it's talking about this hard work and this productivity towards the inner healing, that what's the words I'm looking for, that self-development. Okay, so the Magician in reverse came out in reverse as well, and it's talking about manipulation, poor planning, and untapped talents. So what I was feeling in the general reading earlier was about this having a lot to do with your spiritual path. Now the twin flame card did come out, so we already know we're talking about twin flames. So you know, this untapped talents, right? So you're doing this inner healing, but what I was saying is that you, as you're doing this healing, because you are being hard on yourself, you're being a perfectionist in your healing path. And so, it's really making you feel stuck a little bit, like you're just kind of not moving forward in your healing. And it's because you've really set the bar high in terms of what you are deeming as, what I'm looking for, not what you deem as healed, but in terms of what you feel you have to hold yourself to consider something as healed. The Ten of Swords is also here upright. It's talking about painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, and crisis. So you know, painful endings, so talking about inner healing. So you know, this untapped talents, you feel like you are kind of being blocked a little bit, and you know, and there is a sense of pain because this inner healing that you're working through, it's not easy stuff. The traumas from our past, maybe even past life healing. I was talking about Akashic records in the dream state. So you know, there is a lot of painful pain coming up for you. You know, these deep wounds, right? Again, I'm hearing past lives, deep wounds. So these wounds that you're healing, they run lives deep. You know, it's not just wounds from this lifetime. You're healing wounds that come up from your past lives. So if you are having memories about past lives in your dreams, try and look into those a little bit more, because they do hold clues onto how you can move forward in your healing, without being too much of a perfectionist, too hard on yourself, right? Okay, so with the Page of Swords next to that in reverse, It's talking about self-expression, all talk and no action, haste and haphazard action. So again, I feel that that's the energy you're in, because right now you are feeling a little bit stuck because you're being too much of a perfectionist in terms of your healing, okay? The Ace of Wands is also in reverse, and this is about an emerging idea, lack of direction, distractions, and delays. So once again, that block that you're feeling because of the regard you're holding yourself to in your healing. And the Seven of Swords is also here. In the upright, it talks about betrayal, deception, getting away with something and acting strategically. And again, I feel like it's about betrayal and deception among yourself. So, you know, you have this idea of what healing looks like, and you know, it's a bit of, it's deceiving. It's creating blocks for you, because this idea that you have of what healing looks like, it's you who's putting this bar. I'm seeing it's almost like you're imagining what healing looks like, and you're like, okay, I have to be up here to heal. You know, my vibe has to be this high for me to say that I've healed from, you know, whatever XYZ wound. But it's like a deception. It's like only you have set that bar that high. You are in control of your healing, right? You're in control of your journey, your twin flame journey. So heal. You know, if you need to take things a little more slowly in your healing journey, if you need to bring that bar down a little bit, because again, that bar, you're the only person who put that there for yourself, right? So no one's even seeing that this is the bar that you're reaching. So just take things how they come. Go with the flow is what I'm hearing. And again, I was really drawn to, on my stone, I was saying about waves, right? So go with the flow. Think about water. You know, when you're on the beach and the water is coming in, and it's, you know, it's coming in and it's going out, and it has a rhythm, a routine. Routine came up on the Knight of Pentacles. Routine is there on the card. So be those waves, you know, allow the emotions to come in, let them sit on the beach for a moment, and then just let them go, okay? So that healing, I'm hearing, interesting, I said let it go. So this perfectionism in terms of your healing, you might even be holding on to that thing that you're healing too tightly. So it's kind of like you've already reached the moment where you've healed that thing, but you're still holding on to it, trying to dig and find out what else is there to heal in this. But again, it's, you know, healing doesn't just happen overnight, okay? So that's kind of what I'm hearing in that regard. So for both the divine masculines and the divine feminines, this is what I'm feeling for you, you know, in regards to very similar message to the general reading from earlier. You know, you are just being a little hard on yourself in regards to your inner healing, and just know that you're in control of that, okay? There's no time restrictions, okay? You know, you can move at the pace that works for you. So we're going to go ahead and get into the divine masculines. I'm really feeling drawn to start with the DMs today. We're going to go with tarot as well for the divine masculines. And the stone that I'm using today, I was guided to use my amethyst tooth. So it's an amethyst stone that is quite literally shaped like a wolf's tooth or something. And when I think about this, I really do think about communication, and firmness. I don't know, that's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So communication and firmness are the words that I'm picking up. Let's just see what actually comes through in the cards. I think I'm gonna need more space today, you guys. I need more space. I'm just gonna set these like this. Okay, so let's see. What is the overall energy for the divine masculines at this time? Oh, there it is. Wow. And I love this. So this card is quite literally perfectly balanced on the edge of my table. It just takes a tap and it's going to fall. What it is actually is the Temperance upright. I love that for the divine masculines. So the Temperance upright does talk about balance, moderation, patience, and purpose. So I was just saying this, you know, go easy on yourself with your inner healing, okay? Have balance, have moderation. Don't try and just power through it all, because also this inner healing work, it's not pretty. It doesn't feel nice, okay? This Ten of Swords energy that came through there, it's painful stuff that you're working through. So have balance and have moderation so that you're also taking care of yourself in the process, okay? Now also, you know, patience and purpose Yeah, have patience in your healing, divine masculines, but also purpose. I'm feeling for you. So in the general reading, we were talking about how a lot of this self-development and the inner healing had a lot to do with your spiritual path. So, you know, for yourselves, divine masculines, I am feeling like you are really picking up on feeling called to your purpose. You are working incredibly hard on this inner healing. We've just seen that come through with this Knight of Pentacles and all these clarifiers. And so because you're doing so much healing, you really are stepping into your spiritual awakening. You're having a better understanding now of what is happening, what this spiritual awakening means for you, and you're tapping into your abilities. We had the words untapped talents come through with the Magician card. So I'm feeling like purpose. You are, you know, the Magician is here, it's in reverse, but I'm feeling for you, divine masculines, that you are really kind of stepping into your Magician. You know, you've stepped away from being the Fool. This is the Fool's journey, right? The tarot deck. So, you know, the Fool is the first card in the deck in the major arcana, and it is followed by the Magician, the number 1. So divine masculines, I feel that you are stepping out of that that Fool energy, and you're in regards to your spiritual path more, you're kind of less naive about it, is what I'm hearing, and you're really trying to harness now what your abilities are and really understand this path for yourself. So this is the energy that I'm feeling some of the divine masculines in. I'm also hearing like patience. So divine masculines, it might come up in the reading what it is that I'm being like patience. I'm just keep hearing patience over and over. So there is a situation where usually it's the divine feminines that are being told to be patient in the journey, but there is something that's coming through for you. It's just like literally in my ear over and over, patience. So, you know, that might resonate for you, or it may even be a message from the divine masculines to the divine feminines, just reminding the divine feminines to just have some patience while all of this healing takes place. So divine feminines, we are going to see what's up with you now. And once again, you guys, I'm just intuitively guided to pick the stones. I have my seashell fossil for the divine feminines today. Okay, so once again, feminine energy, thinking about fossils. Goldie is here to say hello. Thinking about fossils, you know, they're very ancient, right? Fossils, so we're talking about a creature that has been here in this world, but it has already moved on from this life. Just want to make sure she's not setting her tail on fire with these candles. I love the sounds she makes. Oh my goodness, I hope you heard that. Okay, so, you know, fossils, you know, we're talking about a creature that was once here. It no longer is, but its remnants are still here, right? So I'm really feeling, you know, that past life energy, the Akashic records. So divine feminines, a lot of you really might be, you know, not necessarily tuning in, but starting to pick up more on the fact that you're having these dreams of your past lives. So if you're having dreams of just times that just seem so far off in history, those could be indications for you of lives that you've lived in the past. So going back to in yesterday's reading, it was talking about really researching your spiritual path and your needs. So divine feminines, you know, if you are having those dreams, look into those times, those eras, those events that you're dreaming of that are coming up in your dream state, because they do hold clues for you in your healing. All right, so let's dive in and see divine feminines. What is the overall energy for you, for us? We had some cards trying to jump out. I do want to peek and see what they are. More Pentacles, 9 of Swords. How in reverse. Okay. So recovering from financial loss and spiritual poverty and inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets releasing, worry. So that's not what came through. Those cards wanted to turn over, but they didn't. I just wanted to see. So, you know, very, very similar message that we have here. So divine feminines, the healing that you're doing, it has a lot to do with money. And I actually was talking about that myself on my personal platforms today. So, you know, you're healing deep-seated wounds, you know, inner healing, there was something about deep-seated already in the cards. I want to see, was that something I was just thinking? Yes, the Ten of Swords does talk about deep wounds, okay? So divine feminines, these deep wounds that you're healing do have something to do with money, is what I'm feeling. But this is, you're recovering from that, and this spiritual poverty. So you were feeling like you were lacking a little bit in regards to your spirituality, but this is what you're recovering from, right? And then with the Nine of Swords, this inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, and releasing worries. So you are releasing a lot of that right now. You're releasing your worries, these limiting beliefs. Okay, so the blocks that you had because of your limiting beliefs, you're letting those go, and it really did have a lot to do with money for you. And Pentacles was really all about earlier today's general reading. So let's see, again, those are not what actually came out, but I do want to see what else we have for the Divine Feminines. I actually saw at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups, Divine Feminines. Okay, so if you're not familiar with tarot, the Four of Cups, a lot of readers do see this as a twin flame union card. This is about meditation, contemplation, apathy, and re-evaluation. I was really curious. The top of the deck is the Eight of Wands, so delays, frustration, resisting change, and internal alignment. So some of you maybe are not resisting your inner healing, resisting change, right? To let go of healing means to change, you know, because we're just letting go. We're evolving, reevaluation. We're reevaluating ourselves. We're evolving. What was I getting at here? Some of you, it's painful stuff to go through this evolution, okay? And so this resistance to change, it's not so much that I feel you're resisting the change. It's, again, going back to take it easy on yourself in regards to your spiritual healing, right? Into your inner healing. So, you know, resisting to change, it's not that you're resisting it. It's just kind of like sometimes we need to come up for air, right? It's kind of like we're, I'm seeing like Olympic swimmers, like synchronized swimmers underwater, and it's just kind of like, at some point you need oxygen, you got to come up, right? But that is how I'm seeing you move through your healing. I really actually was seeing synchronized swimmers, you know, those swimmers who are underwater and they're doing those beautiful dances and their legs come up and they're all, it's just, it's such beautiful, beautiful work to see. That is what I was seeing. So that is how you are moving through your healing. And again, this delays, frustration, you know, it's because we are feeling a little bit blocked, right? But I love that Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck there. So let's keep shuffling. Oh. Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Divine Feminines, more messages coming out about money for you. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there because I think the message is clear. The Five of Wands is here for you. So it's talking about conflict, disagreements, competition, tension, and diversity. So I feel like this is within yourself, okay? So you're working through this inner healing, you know, this resistance to change, this need to take a moment to come up for air, okay? So you are feeling like, what was I saying earlier? Because you're being such a perfectionist in your inner healing, it's creating those blocks for you. So, you know, you have this inner conflict, really is talking about how you feel within yourself. You know, in regards to the healing, there is some inner conflict. It's not easy working through what you're working through. I'm a divine feminine. I know. I've got you. Okay. So the King of Swords is also here. It's not how I was seeing the cards at first. So interesting. I actually wanted to read them the other way first, but Spirit makes you do what it needs you to do, right? So we'll keep going this way. But I love that we're going to end with the Wheel of Fortune here for you. Spoiler alert. Okay, so the King of Wands in reverse, it does talk about quiet power, inner truth, a misuse of power, and manipulation. So, you know, Divine Feminines, I am feeling like this quiet power. So you are you are tapped into this feeling of this Empress, this High Priestess. You know your power. You have a sense of your inner truth. You know who you are. You know what you are. You know what you're here to do. Okay, you really are standing in that. But this misuse of power, this manipulation, again, I'm just feeling this Five of Wands, this conflict because of you know, just this level of perfectionism in regards to healing in your journey. The Hierophant is next to that in reverse. So this talks about personal beliefs, freedom, and challenging the status quo. So you are finding a sense of freedom in your inner healing. Maybe I'll share it with you guys. I was talking about this post, I was sharing on social media today about, you know, teeth and limiting beliefs and stuff like that. So, you know, you're standing in your inner truth. You know your power, divine feminines. And so, you know, you are also healing your limiting beliefs, these personal beliefs in regards to money. And so that's what I'm hearing right now. The limiting beliefs that you have in regards to money are basically they're beliefs that you believe certain things about money because that's what you grew up believing. That's what the things that you were told as you grow up, the people you were exposed to, these are the things that they said around you as you were growing up. And so these are things that you just kind of took for truth, beliefs for yourself. But what you're healing is you're letting go those, I'm hearing what was imposed on you. So I don't know if like you had someone who was teaching you about money, or just the way that you perceived. I'm really feeling imposed, like it's like someone had put it on you. So the beliefs that you have about money, I feel like they were really placed there for you. It's not just that you necessarily just picked them up along the way. It was, they were really like someone had intentionally gave those beliefs to you. They were it deliberately put there. I'm seeing like planted, like someone taking something and just planting it in the soil. So that is really hard to work through. Good for you for clearing that away. The Nine of Pentacles is next to that. So the Pentacles really is about the coins, about the money, the earthly realm. So upright, it does talk about abundance, luxury, self-sufficiency, and financial independence. So by letting go of these limiting beliefs in regards to these personal beliefs in regards to money, it's giving you that sense of freedom, divine feminines, and it's also helping you. This Nine of Pentacles right here, okay? And we had that Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I love that. So this is what's in store for you as you continue to clear away these limiting and personal beliefs around money, okay? So we all here on this earth, regardless of what our spiritual journey is here, our purpose on this earth is, we all have a birthright to just a complete abundance of all of our heart's wishes and desires, okay? So, you know, you are working to heal away those limiting beliefs that you have, and it's helping you, divine feminines, to step into this Nine of Pentacles. Or you may even be feeling like you are working through clearing away these personal beliefs. These were in reverse here, so that you can, I really am feeling that for some of you, it's kind of like, it's like that carrot that you're chasing. Like, you know, this is what I want and I'm gonna get it. And so, you know, the carrot for you is, you know, keywords that is just like you're running after. You know, you want to be self-sufficient. You want to be financially abundant. You know, you want to live a luxurious and a self-sufficient life as you rightfully deserve. And you know it, right? You are in your inner truth. You know your power. And you're gonna get it. I'm really seeing the Queen of Swords right now. Like, there's no stopping her. When she has her heart and her soul set on something, you just can't get in her way. Don't even try. And that's what you're after right now, dear Queen of Swords. High Priestesses, divine feminines. This Nine of Pentacles really is that carrot for you. And then we also have the World card to finish that off for you. So this is talking about good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, and a turning point. So I feel like for some of you, you kind of are at a turning point where it's kind of like, you know, you need to let go of this belief to really move forward in life, to really excel, to really go through this evolution. But again, going back to how you know, this Nine of Pentacles, this carrot that you're after, and rightfully so, by pursuing what you're pursuing, by doing this inner healing so that you can clear away those beliefs to obtain all that you truly deserve in this lifetime. You know, the Wheel of Fortune, it is a good luck card. It basically is telling me that, you know, you have your mind set on something, and, you know, because you are doing the work, you're doing the healing, and you are coming from, you know, the heart space, and it's not coming from the wrong place. You know, there is going to be a reward for you. This Nine of Pentacles, you truly do deserve it. All of us do, DMs as well. And this Ten of Pentacles is here telling me that, you know, just keep doing that work. And I'm really feeling like that Ten of Pentacles is what's in store for you, Divine Feminines. I said Ten of Pentacles, I think, but I meant the Wheel of Fortune. It's the 10 card. But the fact that I said 10 of Pentacles, that might have resonated for someone. So you can look into that card if you feel guided to, okay? So this is the energies that I'm feeling for the Twin Flames right now. A lot came through, a little more came through for the Divine Feminines than the Divine Masculines. But I really am feeling like the DMs are really in this place of having to find balance and moderation. You know, again, going back to this Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Swords came through for the Divine Feminines, but the Divine Masculines typically do get a lot of these heavy swords cards in their readings. So it's actually quite refreshing to see the Divine Masculines just in this state of this energy of balance and moderation. And just, I'm hearing harmony. You're really checking in to find harmony and balance in your vibration, right? And going back to that Magician, really tapping into your gifts and your abilities. But it's just so refreshing to see just such a calmness around the Divine Masculines, and not quite so much what we had for the Divine Masculines, or for the Divine Feminines, all those cards falling out. Really happy for you, Divine Masculines, to be getting a little bit of a breather coming up for that air. Okay, I like it. So let me see now. I'm going to get into some angel numbers for some guidance for you, twins, but I don't think I did this for you last time. Our messages from your person. Okay, so I know you guys really like to know, you know, not just what is the energy in the connection, but, you know, what is it that my counterpart would say to me right now if they could, right? So let's find out what it is that your counterpart would like to say to you based on this energy that we're seeing right now. Also on the messages from your person's deck. So this is a deck I made myself. There's no real name for it yet, but I am using my rose quartz point. Okay. So again, I was talking about that Queen of Swords. Right now I'm seeing this point as like a pointy sword, like just like I'm seeing a knight on a horse pointing his sword, like he's charging forward, but it's the Queen that I'm seeing. So just a really charged, action-oriented energy basically is what I'm feeling from that today. I love that, action-oriented, coming through from the messages deck. Awesome. So okay, let's start with what would the let's start with the Divine Feminines. So Divine Feminines, what would you say to your counterpart right now if you could? It's tricky to shuffle because there's not too many cards in here. I think I have about 20 cards in here right now. Okay, so Divine Feminines, you are saying to your Divine Masculines right now, that card really wanted to come out. It's saying, I can't help but look at old photos of us and stop myself from creeping your social media. So I am feeling that, Divine Feminines. You know, every once in a while I want to know what's going on with my Divine Masculine as well. You know, just check in and make sure that he's hanging in there, you know? So, you know, some of you really might be in that state of, you know, wondering what's going on. Now it's okay to wonder, you know, is my counterpart doing okay? But just be careful. Don't make this, you know, the word creeping your social media. Don't be a creep about it, right? If you're checking your counterpart's social media multiple times a day, if you're checking your texts, like if you're just constantly checking to see if there's an update direct from them to you, it's a little unhealthy, okay? Just kind of step away from that a little bit. But right now you are letting your divine masculine know that, you know, right now I do want to know what's going on with you. You know, I do worry about you, and I like to check up on you, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just keep it healthy, okay, divine feminines? I know it's hard because we care so much for our divine masculines. So divine masculines, let's find out now, what is it that you would have to say to your divine feminines? I was just going to say, I feel like a ton of cards are going to fly out. Those want to come out as well. It's interesting. We were so quiet with the tarot, but when it comes to what they have to say to their divine feminine, it's usually the opposite. One second. Okay, divine masculines, you have so much to say to your divine feminines today. The first thing right on the top, I know you are my twin flame. So this masculines with this magician card and getting to know more about their spiritual path, their untapped talents. So, you know, they really are researching their spiritual path and their needs right now. Divine feminines, you know, whether you know it or not, whether your divine masculine has expressed it or not, they are aware of the profoundness of the connection between you two. And not just that they understand that this is a deep soul connection, but they understand the depth of the connection. The next card I have, the divine masculines, what you're saying to your divine feminines right now is, I want you. Okay, so this is a fiery energy. This is, you know, coming from a very intimate place. So divine feminines, this I want you is your divine masculine saying to you right now, I want you in a very intimate way. I desire you so deeply. I'm hearing as deeply as our connection. So that's deep. Wow, divine masculines. The next card that I have that the DMs would be saying to the divine feminines right now is, I want to move things forward with you. So divine feminines, the DMs do want to move forward in the connection. They do want to take things to the next stage in the journey, wherever you are in your journey. But again, you know, temperance is here. The divine masculines right now are in this energy of having patience and balance and moderation. You know, so just give them, hold space for them, allow them to do that. Okay. If you're checking their social media all of the time, you know, if you're sending messages all of the time, you know, try to step away from that a little bit, because they do need some space. You know, that's their energy right now. They're in this energy of needing space and balance and moderation, and, you know, just to take time to discover themselves more is what I'm hearing. So just allow them to do that, because that's going to allow them to move forward much sooner than if we're not giving them the space that they need to process things for themselves. The next card, the next thing the divine masculines would like to say to the divine feminines is, you're the one, it's only you. So quite simply put, divine feminines, your divine masculine knows that you are the one for them. Even if they weren't aware that you are their twin flame, they 100% know that there's no one like you for them, okay? And the last thing that we have is, the way I see you is not the way you see yourself. So divine feminines, your divine masculine sees you in such a high light. Any insecurities that you maybe have in regards to yourself, your divine masculine's not seeing them, okay? So I was, you know, talking about myself earlier today about, you know, teeth, dental health. It's something that bothers me a little bit, and I'm a little bit self-conscious about it. That's some of the inner healing that I have to do for myself. But, you know, if my divine masculine were here right now, he'd be telling me, like, I don't see what you see. I'm not even looking at your teeth. I'm hearing right now eyes. So divine feminines, your divine masculines really love your eyes. So whatever insecurities you have that you feel that your divine masculine, like you, it's an insecurity you have for yourself. Your divine masculine, unless you tell them it's there, they're not even going to know about it, because they don't see you the way you see yourself, okay? That's some really beautiful messages from the divine masculines today. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so some angel numbers for you guys. Okay, so this is a deck I made myself as well, and we're going to be using the angel numbers for the guidance in the connection today. The stone that I'm using is my red jasper. So jasper is kind of a theme today. It's a very grounding stone, but you know, with red jasper, I'm feeling a little bit more, it's grounded, but it's energized. Like I'm seeing feet running on dirt, like bare feet running on the ground. So there is some action behind it, but we're still grounded. We're still connected. And I was also gonna say, it's making me think about the sacral chakra. So it is red jasper, but it has an orange hue to it, this one, and it's really making me think of the sacral chakra, which is really interesting because divine feminines, your divine masculines literally just told you that, where are we here? I want you. They have some things on their mind. The sacral chakra does speak about, you know, our the place where our, what is the words I'm looking for right now? I was going to say where our sexual desires are housed, okay? Our sacral chakra governs those desires for us, okay? That's where our sexual desires really do come from, is our sacral chakra. So interesting that the red jasper on the Angels Numbers deck today is just really making me think about that sacral chakra, and we just had a message coming through connected to the sacral chakra from your divine masculines. Okay, I went to shuffle. Angel number 523 is here for us, okay? So overall, divine masculines and feminines, I feel like this is for everyone. So your angels are working to introduce new blessings and be more open and generous to sharing your riches and your blessings with the underprivileged. So I always stress this, you know, when I talk about sharing your riches and your blessings, it's not always about money. I know we talked a lot about pentacles in this reading, but you know, I'm seeing it again. The other day in a reading, it was, this card came through and I was seeing a little girl handing someone a flower, just a daisy. So it's so simple, you know, if you see someone who's sad and you know, you see a flower that you can pick and give it to them, and it might make them, you know, cheer them up a little bit, you know, that self-love that you have for yourself, when you outpour that to the world around you, it does help to lift them up, okay? So just a really, really simple way of how you can share some of your privileges, or not privileges, I don't know why I use that word, might have resonated for someone, you know, but sharing your riches and your blessings with the underprivileged, okay? I'm trying to understand that word privilege, why privilege came out. I said it as privileged. So for some of you, if you are feeling as though you are living a privileged life, if being open and generous is about actual money, and you have to give that, that's not really what I'm feeling though. We'll see if it comes up again, but you know, the word privilege did come out, and I'm feeling it really strongly, but let's see, it might resonate for someone, so let me know if it does. Okay, but let me find out. I want to know, based on the energies that came through mutually in the connection, what would our angels have to say in terms of, you know, guidance for this energy? Cards are jumpy. Okay. I like that one. Okay, so we are going to take that, but again, I want to ask one more time. So what is it, the guidance that the angels would have for us based on the mutual energy? So this card that stuck out, that really grabbed my attention, is angel number 41. It talks about embracing your gifts and know the worthiness of your gifts. Divine masculines, I'm feeling that strongly for you, because I'm really picking up that magician card for you. You're really tuning into your gifts and tapping into your potential. But again, this was overall for both counterparts, okay? So divine feminines as well, embrace your gifts and know your worthiness. And when I say that for you, divine feminines, I'm thinking about the 9 of Pentacles that came through for you. So that did speak about that luxury, okay? So know your worthiness. You are worth everything that you were working towards, okay? We had some come fall on the floor. All right, so we have angel number 37, which talks about a strong connection to the vine. I don't know, you guys. Maybe that meant something for you. So a strong connection to the divine, and you are being guided, and ask your angels for help, okay? So your angels are always standing by, always here to help you. They can't intervene until you give them permission though, okay? So, you know, they're saying to you right now, feel free to call upon us. We're here to help you. Whatever it is, okay? Just be specific, I always say, because that's going to help them to really maximize how well they can help you in your matter. But again, the strong connection to the divine, and being guided. I'm hearing divine guidance. So twin flames, you know, there's a talk about patience and balance and moderation. The word vine, I said vine, and now I'm thinking about you are being guided. I said divine guidance, and I was seeing like a cord connecting the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So rather than a vine, I'm seeing a cord, and it's like the cord is shrinking. It's like pulling you closer together. Think about the movie Lady and the Tramp when they're eating the spaghetti and they kind of come in closer and they meet in the middle. I'm really seeing that when I said, you know, you are being guided. I thought about divine guidance. And then I thought about the word vine. I'm just, all of those things are really tying in together and it's making me see the twins coming together. But it's like this force between the two of you, and it's like, it's shrinking. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Angel number 20 is here as well. And this is talking about empowerment, success in everything you put your heart and mind to. Queen of Swords, I said it already. And the universe approves of your plans, decisions, and actions. So for both of you, twin flames, okay, regardless of how things have been, okay, regardless of how you're being with yourself, I'm being drawn to the word perfectionism again. So, you know, regardless of everything that you feel about how you've been moving through life and your twin flame journey, you know, the universe does approve of everything, regardless of how it all feels to you. Everything is a learning experience in this journey. So even the ugly, the bad, it was all there to help us. I'm seeing that 10 of Swords card again. So whatever it is that happened to create that energy, all of it was for a great good. It was all a learning purpose. And everything that you had to do to get yourself through those darker times, those heavier energies, the universe does approve of the decisions that you've made. But again, divine twin flames, I'm thinking about the success in everything you put your heart and mind to. So, you know, a lot of pentacles coming through in this reading, okay? So, and thinking about earlier's reading about how a lot of you are really working towards the spiritual path of yours. That was interesting. A little bug shot by my window. It might mean something. He just like zipped by. But again, I really am feeling that, you know, I was saying it earlier, even without this angel number card being here, there is going to be success for you. That Nine of Pentacles and the World card was quite literally there, or was the Wheel of Fortune, sorry, Wheel of Fortune. But I am feeling like this is in the mutual energy. So divine masculines, you are in this state of, you know, this balance, this moderation, patience, and in a state of working on your purpose. So there is going to be success for you there as well, okay? So hang on. If you're not feeling it, it's incoming. You deserve it, divine masculines. Not leaving you out, divine feminines. It's just, I don't think the divine masculines get enough credit sometimes. Okay, so I want to jump back to the divine masculines, actually. In terms of your angel number guidance, okay? So any divine masculines tuning in, what would the angels recommend for the divine masculines on the energies that they're currently feeling? Gosh, Mercury retrograde effect there for a second, you guys. I have angel number 505 coming through for you, divine masculines. So this is a sign from your angels that you are about to begin a life-changing spiritual awakening. We did talk about that already a little bit. And, you know, great divine support. So I literally said that. What was the words that I used, you guys? Right, a strong connection to the divine when the word vine came out. You know, there is a strong connection to the divine. So divine masculines, you are also being given this great support from the divine, this divine guidance that I'm seeing. You know, it's coming to you. So again, going back as well to ask your angels for help if needed. You know, they are there. You are getting that great support right now. So I mean, if the help is there, why not take it, right? So that's what we have for you. But it also did, I don't know why I separated the cards like this. But 505 fell on top of angel number 523, 20, and 27. Okay, so the new blessings, success in everything you do. You are being guided, great divine support. So divine masculines, and I was really saying that I felt like, what card was I saying I felt was really for you? I think it was angel number 523. So interesting that 505 would fall out on top of those messages. So a connection there, okay? And now divine feminines, let's see what it is that the angels would have for your guidance based on your current energies. We have a little bit happening here. Quite a little bit. I like it though. I'm loving these numbers. We have angel number 343 for the divine feminines. If you've watched my readings before, you know how I see this card. You know, all we need is that 3 in that middle, and it's a perfect alignment, divine feminines. We all know that's where we want to be, right? And I really do see this as a divine feminine card. So this is a direct message from your angels and spirits of their constant presence to provide you with their love, support, guidance, and inspiration. I don't think I need to dive into that. It says what it says. Angel number 5252 is also here. Interesting, we have 523 coming through in the middle here. So divine feminines, a reminder for you that only you hold the key to your happiness that unlocks the doors to your dreams and deepest desires. So going back to this feeling blocked because of this this healing and this perfectionism. So interesting coming through for the divine feminines. I'm feeling that for the divine masculines as well when speaking about this patience and balance and harmony in regards to healing. So divine feminines, just remember, again, don't be hard on yourselves in your healing, okay? Only you hold the key to your happiness. And so if you need to come up for air from your healing every once in a while to breathe that happiness back into yourself, don't let that 10 of swords, you know, don't let that energy get the best of you when you're doing your healing, because I know it brings that pain up. Don't let it get the best of you, okay? Only you hold the key to your happiness. So it's up to you when you're doing the healing to not sit in the pain when it comes up, okay? Just catch and release. Just, you know, let it pass through and let it be gone, divine feminines, okay? And, you know, I'm sure you hear it all the time. This twin flame journey is a journey of the self, okay? It is about an inner healing journey. So, you know, for those of you who, you know, union, you're here to hear information about, you know, when's union coming in for me. The answer, I know you hate hearing it, it always is in regards to your healing, okay? So do the healing and you will find oneness, you will find union, okay? Angel number 10 is here. It talks about leadership, determination, confidence, and independence. So this is what your angels are bringing to you, divine feminines, okay? They also want you to trust in your divine guides, okay? So interesting, the divine masculines, a lot of divine support I'm feeling right now. And keep your thoughts and your emotions pure and positive. I love that that came up. I wanted to mention it, but I didn't. It just didn't come out through the reading, but it's coming up now. I'm seeing 8s everywhere. 8 is the number for manifestation, okay? So divine feminines, if you're seeing 8s all over the place, like 88, 888, if you're looking at the clock and it's 888, if you're looking at numbers and they equal up to 8, all of that is just a sign for you to remember that you are manifesting. So I keep seeing the number 8 when my mind is like, you know, when my thoughts are going the wrong direction. The 8 is just like in my face. I was on the bus yesterday and my mind was kind of going somewhere I shouldn't have allowed it to go. And I went by a Super 8 motel. It was this giant red 8 in my face. And it was a reminder that, you know, your thoughts become things, okay? So keep your thoughts and your feelings high vibe so that you're not manifesting the things that you shouldn't be thinking about. I mean, because we're healing, right? We have to allow this stuff to come up. But just be careful. Again, be mindful of your thoughts and how you're feeling, because you don't want to manifest that 10 of Swords back into your reality. Interesting, because it is a number 10 card. Okay, that's a pretty strong message. Divine Feminines, angel number 11. 11 is also here. I see this as a twin flame number. It is about a wake-up call, a portal opening. Oh my god, there's a portal tomorrow, you guys. It actually says that. Get rid of my glare there. Portal opening. We quite literally have a portal opening tomorrow. I'm definitely going to check in with you guys. Now I have to. Something's happening tomorrow, twin flames. I'll see you then. But this is also talking about twin flame mirroring, okay? And spiritual gifts. So again, this magician card was in the mutual energy. So divine feminines, you know, you are doing this inner healing, but also don't forget to, you know, continue to tap into your spiritual gifts. Inner healing is so important, but I'm really seeing that some of you are spending too much time in the inner healing, okay? There are other parts to the journey as well, okay? So again, come up for oxygen every once in a while, because you do need it to breathe. You are still just a human. Angel number 2 is also here. It talks about achievements, okay? So that 9 of Pentacles that I saw for you, divine feminines, okay, it's in store for you. Have courage and faith and trust in the angels and the universal energies. And again, this is a card about a soul mission and divine life purpose, okay? So everything that you're working on towards right now, all of this healing and all of these pentacles, this carrot that you're really driving towards for yourself, really does have a lot to do with your purpose here in this life, and not just in regards to your twin flame journey. Some of you might be healers or teachers or coaches, things like that, okay? Or maybe tarot readers like what I'm doing now. And angel number 1616 is here, divine feminines. This card is literally a card of love, romance, or a baby are on the way, okay? So your angels really are bringing you those blessings. We talked about, you know, the 9 of Pentacles. There was talk about a lot of blessings coming your way. And with angel number 1616, so number 1, you know, the number 1 is the number of new beginnings, and number 6 is about harmony. And when Temperance came through for the divine masculines, I used the word harmony, although it's not even on the card, right? So that might even speak to that twin flame mirroring that came through on the 1111 card, okay? So definitely some mirroring happening there for you, twin flames, okay? So that's what I have for you for today. After seeing it coming through for you, divine feminines, on the card about the portal, we're definitely going to have to do a check-in tomorrow, okay, twin flames? So I will do that for you guys, and I'll get that up for you, so stay tuned. And I'll definitely be checking back in with you guys next week, and as well as, you know, I'll be doing some regular retrograde updates, just to check in with you guys and give you a little extra guidance as we try and work through this energy of the retrograde, which really is affecting, you know, things like communication, transmission, messages, all that good stuff that, you know, we're waiting for communication, right? So we'll check in with you guys and just see what the energy is around that, okay? So stay tuned. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. Be well.